Welcome back. I have a feeling we're getting very, very, very close to finishing this game, and yet, I don't know, we might be in a weird spot. We might be like a few minutes from finishing the game at the end of this episode. So I get shocked. I like that instead of actually fixing the wiring, they just kind of stuck up signs saying, hey, this is dangerous. Just to let you know. I can't imagine being a person that works here. Maybe that's why everyone here is in all sorts of protective garb. Moon. What? Stop being at a height that just barely prevents me from shooting you. That is very frustrating. Yeah! Making monkeys fly. Flying monkeys. By the power of bubblegum and violence. I will check at the top of every one of these. And I have been rewarded. Honestly though, with how much damage... Ah! Well, again, the damage might scale with my upgrades I get for my laser anyways, so it might really just be a matter of preference of what weapon I use. But in that case, I'll generally just use the thing that doesn't, Jeez, how much? I used a lot of those. I'll use the thing that has unlimited ammo, generally. I have no idea why I would use the water right now. The water gun. To actually attack things, for instance. Although I don't get ammunition for it anyway, so I guess I shouldn't. Welcome back. From something. Oh, hello. I missed you. Not in the sense that, like, I wanted to see you again, but, like, I didn't notice you the first time you were on the screen. Hello. Which way to go? Oh, there we go. Beautiful. I love it when I find a key before I actually need it. Tells me I saved myself some time. But yeah, I guess I've, like, the thing I've been pondering for like 2 or 3 episodes now, I guess I've just given myself an answer now. Why you don't usually see. So are those spikes underneath the water-ish stuff? Or what? Okay. Ah. The grenades, on the other hand, do actually let you attack things in a very useful and different way than... Oh ho ho! Yes! I forgot that we even had those to be found. Well, that's interesting. I didn't realize you could actually get off the guard that way. You press the jump button. I can't shoot or anything. I was about to say, maybe it lets me shoot at different angles if I do that, even though it's otherwise a very bad idea, but nope. It's just a bad idea. Oh, there's some water. Why though? Unless I actually need stuff to water down. I need a yellow key. No, it doesn't need keys. I was about to say I needed a yellow key, but no. Yeah, I guess I've kind of got an answer to the stuff I was pondering the last few episodes, so I don't have much more to talk about on that subject now. The reason that nobody really makes games for existing franchises that like broaden the world or story or anything else like that is usually because if you want to do that, you would just use another medium that doesn't lead people to expect interactive stuff. Because in games you can get distracted from, both as a developer and as a consumer, from all the non-interactive plot and whatnot aspects. Goddard, that is wrong. when you have all the interactive things. And if you want to make the plot things and whatnot interactive in their own right, well, that's going to be tough to mesh in with the rest of your media, the rest of your franchise. Aha! Platforming. Oh man, this key, gets used a lot later. After you hopefully find it. At that point, with how far that key was from where you needed it, by the time before I would have even gotten down here, I would have already thought to myself, huh, I should go up back to where that fork was in the path. No sign of a perfect apartment yet, but where are all these guys coming from then? I appreciate the tapes. Among all the computer stuff. Nope. There you go. If you get really used to it, you can actually hit lots of things at a surprising range of angles through a combination of jumping and angle shots and whatnot, and then accidentally triggering Goddard. See if there's anything fun down here. Aha! There might be. Reminds me of the super secret in that Spider-Man Mysterious Menace game on the GBA. I don't think that was released on the other system. I think it was just a Game Boy title. But in the final level, there's a big pit that you have to web sling over. And it's filled with these obnoxiously loud saw blades that kill you instantly. But with no warning in the middle of them, and you'll normally just go right over these without thinking twice. In the middle of that pit, there is a hole. If you drop in that hole and then do some Jimmy, you weren't supposed to stand all the way up. And then press the stand up button. Okay, is this the way I had to go? Here it would be a secret. Great. So weird electricity sounds. Yeah, I like that it's a little bit more original sounding instead of some stock sound I've heard plenty of times before. Or if it is a stock sound, it's one that's been modified enough that I don't recognize it. But you'd have to do a bunch of web slinging around other things that would instantly kill you. But in return for it, you would get the best armor in the game. Yeah, but I had a feeling it would be something like this. And it will give you some cool cosmetics as well. I think it was only oh, sorry, listen, my leg is falling very, very asleep. I only just now realized. And kind of a cosmetic upgrade as well. If you're curious, I actually have that very thing shown on this channel because I played that game on this channel. Just remembering things I've done long ago now. I think I found that on my own though, actually. I don't know if I found everything in that game on my own, but I believe I found that that one secret on my own. I don't remember if I just accidentally... I don't remember how I found it precisely. I don't think I thought to actually look around down there. Maybe I did. Some way or another, though, I ended up spotting the hole down there. I ended up burning a few lives to pick up whatever was down there. And, lo and behold. Cool finding secret things like that. Which one doesn't see often nowadays in games, since the flow of information is a bit more free with regard to secrets and whatnot. Which I'm pretty fine with, but it is a difference. I mean, in spite of playing older things on this channel, basically exclusively, I'm not even particularly, I don't consider myself super old-fashioned or anything with games. The only thing that's really kind of throws me off is when games don't seem to be as QA'd as well before being released. Like when I played Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. And it was really buggy in some ways. But a lot of that stuff got fixed in early patches, but I ended up playing it without the patches for a couple of reasons. One, just to see what the game was released as. And there were some big issues, like bosses not spawning. Like if I hadn't made a backup save at one point, I would have not been able to actually 100% the game. Real serious stuff like that. You know, every time I've come to a junction like this one, I think, to the right there's been a room that had... I hate it when you do that. That had a key or something. Ow. Stop that. I found I should have gone to the right first. Maybe this will be different. Aha! Oh, wow. Huh. So this is, one, this is maximum power. Two, if you already have maximum power, you can't pick up another power-up. I picked up one extra power-up because I duplicated that in that one level in the jungle somehow. And now that I'm here, getting what would normally be the last power-up, I can't pick it up. Huh. I really do wonder if you could have used that to get lots of power early in the game. That's really interesting. I'm kind of surprised too they made it so you can't get more than beyond the maximum power. That also means that these last enemies, I'm not going to be able to become any more powerful against them than I already am, which is kind of annoying, because they take a lot of hits. That's disappointing though, in a certain way. Also kind of cool in another. Let's go with these very rare goo jimmies though. In that case though, unless there's any other health upgrade stuff to find or anything like that, which I'm kind of doubting. I imagine I probably got all of it. Well, I don't know, there might have been a health upgrade in one of the earlier levels that I didn't get. In theory. Not that I think I've already missed anything, but in the sense that I don't know why they would wait until later to give you health upgrades. Assuming I didn't miss any of those, I think I've already gotten all the collectibles in this game by now. I ask myself if I should actually finish this game tonight, because otherwise You are staying in the air much longer than you should, projectiles. Or whatever this fluid is. I ask myself if I should finish the game tonight, even though I'd be stopping this episode, and by extension the recording, in a few minutes otherwise. Where am I supposed to go here? Wait. I might have missed something. Left. Oh. Jeez, that didn't even occur to me. No. I'm free not do that. Good. Oh. I like how their projectile cannot reach me because it's going off the top of the screen. That's amazing. This game really does not have much patience for things that go off screen. Yeah, though, there's only like one level left. Or rather, like a boss and probably, well, there's gonna be a minigame and a boss, hopefully not too long of a minigame, but yeah, I should finish things, I guess. So, long episode it is then. No, actually I should pick this up. If you don't look at it, it can't hurt you, is how this game works with those mortars, apparently. Which amuses me. No. The number of things I have to handle my weapon repertoire is getting kind of unwieldy now, though. Kinda wish we had a separate button for grenades, since those are so different from everything else we use. And or that the other stuff was a bit more different, instead of just the point and shoot thing. I do appreciate that other stuff in the game gets the benefit from... Thanks, shot. Totally gratuitous. Gets the benefit of being able to be fired at angles. Since they control the same way as the main weapon. Okay, I think you made your point with the... Oh. With the gun mechanic game. Just trying to feel like Revenge of the Flying Dutchman now. On the Game Boy. With gum instead of bubbles. I guess you could have both at the same time, in theory. Although this game does not. Oh, there's the computer. Let's try to finish this game fast, because I'm gonna be going to bed very late otherwise. And he was not, in fact, up top where we were warned he might be, oddly. Let's actually, now that I think about it, make sure we have gum. If this is anything like the console version, we're gonna need some gum. Especially if I end up wasting as much of it as I did in the console version, due to not understanding how to beat that boss. Which I still realize might be my fault. I never did review that footage to see if the game told me how to defeat that boss, and I just didn't notice it. By telling me something like, you also have an arm to do stuff with. I just never noticed. Alright, down we go. Time to invent things, play a mini game, and beat a boss. Super falling abilities activate. You know that Cleonis is back there? Why didn't you tell Jet? To win the game. To win the entire game at this point, essentially. No! The courses are too long. Not more courses, this is like the last one. No! Ow. Oh geez, this is... Ow. Oh, it's zero gravity. That's what it was. Can we just, can we undo? Undo. Like how even landing hurts you. Yeah, landing at all even hurts you. I was about to say it's like Moonlander, or whatever that game was called, which I should probably know the name of because it's a real classic game. I don't mind a game that's a little inspired by other games, even though it controls a bit differently. But, no, I want to retry. I want a fresh start, where I don't hurt myself in the beginning. Okay. And it's like it really told you how to control yourself. It also starts with the rocket facing towards the wall. Oh man, I'm too patient a person for this. This is gonna take forever. I'm gonna end up going through this real slow. Most likely. My own impatience might push me ahead a little bit faster, but I don't know. It is weird that even just landing on your feet hurts you. It's a little silly. Could we not do that part? I'd appreciate not having to worry about timing on things too. Oh really? This is some pretty narrow maneuvering here. I do like other parts where I can just kind of like, whoa, that's the wrong way. Just float. Doing absolutely nothing. And the game's just progressing on its own. Like, I'm totally motionless, and yet I'm just kind of sliding along, progressing in the game. Jimmy. Ow. Your robot is not very good at landing. Not convinced you made this thing very well. Hopefully this is not too much of a maze, because I have a feeling that this might have elements of being a maze. Because I haven't been exploring much to see if, for instance, there are forks, and there are places that I've seen so far that very well could have been forks. Do you not think it's a little silly how thin some of these are? These mines, on the other hand, I take more issue with. Those I'd really like to avoid. But they also give you heals throughout the entirety of these thin sections anyways, so it's like they can't make up their minds on whether or not you should have to be really careful on those. I don't know. Ow. 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 I cannot. I don't have anything to shoot with or anything like that, so I don't think I can destroy that mine. No, impatience is getting me a bit. Yeah, you can see how fast I'm going through lots of these. I do have to be slower actually if I want to not hit things. And you give you lots of health too in some parts. Although sometimes I just end up somehow accidentally turning the wrong way too. And you get weird stuff like this. Like, okay, full heal, why not? Can I go through here? I guess? Was I supposed to? I'm not totally sure. Somehow this robot is going to help me open that door back there. I don't really know how. So I don't think we knew in this case where the thing we wanted to open was, unlike the... with that torpedo. Ah. We're getting there. No. At least don't hit the mines. Those hurt like crazy for the torpedo. I don't know if I have more health here than I did there or not. But still. Again, it does feel like there are branching paths that I'm encountering here that I'm not really exploring. I'm just going wherever I can go. I really hope this isn't an actual maze or something. But so far, I'm still always ending up somewhere new, so I don't think so. I think I'm being fairly efficient like fuel usage too, and yet we are slowly running out. Good job. That worked. Sometimes the best thing to do is nothing at all. My god, thank you. I knew that would work. Somehow. I guess we could see that switch from over there somehow. Also, is there not an airlock there? Like, the only thing between me and the empty void of space is a laser, or like an electrical arc, whatever, I feel like. Whatever. Off we go. Find a boss in 5 minutes. Oh hey, Jet's here. It's the Herminator. Hi. You guys have anything to do or say, or... Oh. Is it really a trap if, like, if we both expected each other to be here? That's just kind of like a face-off. Also, where is Calamitous? He's just a Herminator. With a slightly smaller robot, I guess. Hey, if we actually team up with him, that's cool. Take that, legs. I guess. There are some... Oh, hello, enemies. They're just randomly materializing. What are you doing, Jet? Is there something you're supposed to be... Oh, Jet just kicked him in the head, I think. Could you stop spawning on top of me? That is the most annoying thing these guys are doing. Great. Alright, get over here, Jet. And you other guys, go away. Leave me alone with your sense! That thing better not disappear. Thank you. I don't need to crouch for that. Thankfully I can still get him with the rebound too. Does that work? No. I actually have to jump over him, which is a bit annoying. As it restricts my movement when I want to be doing other things. Could you go away? Ah, he has. I don't know if it's you that you deal a fixed amount of damage to him before he before he recovers, or if you just have very little time to damage him, or what. You can also help me with the legs here, Jet, if you would please. I do appreciate that Jet actually helps you. That's a bit more cool than the console version, honestly. It seems like Jet actually attacked someone up there. Cool. No gum required. No. Well, what's the point there? Like, do you somehow stand to benefit from destroying Earth, or what? Oh, cool. Boom! Is there a reason, Jet, that we haven't, like, done that? Kablam! Spray water in his face. What do you mean, how? Like, the door was open. See? That's a nice minor setback. I mean, is there really a need to stop this guy? He doesn't finish anything anyways, though. Oh. Well, I can believe that. I think it was unstable from the start. Oh, okay. I thought we had an escape sequence. Oh. Okay. Wait, what? Did he drop kick to the ground? No, it doesn't. What? It's still filled with, like, cherry blossoms. How? We didn't put anything back to normal. That was never addressed. That was never part of this game. What? No, we never talked about any of that. Do I? you never addressed this part of the plot. We kind of look what Retroville still is. I think we kind of forgot something. Were those birds there before? Yeah, see, Jimmy, do you think there's something wrong here? Is this the Retroville you know? I think you forgot, like, the entirety of this game's plot. You forgot to resolve the conflict. Oh well. I still appreciate those falling signs. Well, now I can watch Jimmy. Wow, watch Jimmy stand in some cool places. This was interesting. I do like that it wasn't super long. I've been playing a lot of games lately. I think a lot of licensed games lately. I think they have a reputation for just kind of being a quick little whatever crash grab that you don't even get to spend any time playing. Sometimes though they do actually go on for a bit, but sometimes a bit too long. I mean, playing games lately, I think that kind of overstay their welcome. Apparently this is where we're ending things now. I guess this is just what Retroville is now. It's just a generic Eastern place. Huh. But this one, it was ultimately, I think, kind of a largely standard platformer. I don't know. I mean, it had some Contra-esque gameplay, but with a much nicer ability to shoot things diagonally, and a couple different weapons, and some more in the way of platforming at the same time. I call the entire structure manual was one dude. Did they make all the art too? Well, they probably pulled all the art from other places actually, but that's how it is when you have little games like this. I like when you can actually, like, you can memorize the list of people that worked on this. Because there were so few of them, it's interesting. It also gives me less time to talk about stuff. Of course, this being a licensed game, everyone has to credit all the people that never actually knew anything about this game, most likely. Like Rob Lemon. Well, but yeah, I think this was nice. It was no, as far as Nickelodeon GBA games go, it was no Battle for Volcano Island, but I enjoyed it. It was an interesting mix of things. I think it was basically kind of a standard platformer with some shooting of stuff. What was that green square on the right there? That had some little bits of spice thrown in. Some hidden things to find to give you permanent upgrades, which was awesome to have. I enjoyed having an actual feeling progression. This game probably got really hard if you didn't find those, though. Incredibly hard. Some mixing up of gameplay from time to time, like swimming and whatnot or whatever. Some different weapons that would sometimes do interesting things, like making platforms in another way or whatnot. Things of that nature. And I like how you would be able to rebound shots. That in particular was a nice detail. I think that actually alone increased the enjoyability of the game a lot for me. Still some silly things, like kind of not really addressing the main conflict. But, oh well. Did this game have some, like, pre-drawn stuff in the cutscenes of the opening? I feel like it could have ended with some of that, but oh well. It wasn't too dissatisfying as far as plot goes, not that that was the focus anyways. Aside from just forgetting something important. What else? Not much else, I guess. It was interesting seeing something else by this particular studio. I'm curious if I'll find anything else by these guys during my time here, making these videos. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. The similarities in instrumentation and in gameplay and whatnot to other games was noted. And it was interesting seeing how it was different. And it had some rough edges in terms of stability. Quite seriously, at one point, considering it crashed. But that one particular bug in particular aside, that's worth a few particular repetitions in particular. That really glaring issue aside, that I don't know how you would not find that in playtesting. Like, hey, can you go outside the world here? That seems like a pretty obvious playtesting thing, but oh well. Some small bugs aside, like also apparently accidentally duplicating a power-up for my laser gun, my ray gun, whatever. Some bits like that aside, it was, I guess, fine enough. Stability-wise, at least none of the issues I found were particularly big and serious. Oh well. Anyways, there's nothing interesting to find here in the pause menu, is there? No. Unfortunately, I can't go back from here. I can't finish on the menu screen. Oh well. No, it is what it is. I'll see you next time in whatever I play next. Not a GBA Neutron thing, I think. We'll see what it is. I always have a list of games like this lined up that I can play, so whatever it ends up being, we'll see. Hopefully something that I find kind of refreshing to play. Yeah, I'll just have to look at my list. I would like something different. Maybe something that's not PC, not handheld either. I guess console maybe? We'll see. Bye everyone.